Hi everybody, Rob Keys here from GameRant.com, and today we're taking a very quick look at RoboCraft. This game is awesome. I started playing it last night and I became quickly addicted to it, and you'll find out why. It blends together elements from Minecraft and Space Engineers, that Lego building fun, and puts it into like a World of Tanks / War Thunder formula, where you enter like a battle arena and play like 10v10. But the best part about this game though is that the vehicles you're driving in battle can both be ground vehicles and they can fly, and you completely build them yourselves. So I'm in an empty garage here where I'm going to show you the building of a very basic vehicle. You press Q to bring up all your parts. You can see all the little building blocks, and as you level up and progress through the game earning tech points, you unlock higher tier pieces. So these are like higher level armor stuff, and I'll show you the tech tree in a second to show you what that's all about. But you got your basic wheels. You need your turning wheels, of course, to be able to operate your vehicle, and your basic wheels for the back. You can, I just bought this recently, but you can put on these little hover things so you can make a flying vehicle. There are jet engines and wings to make like a plane. You got your forward-mounted guns and turrets, and you can get all sorts of better and bigger weapons later on. You got your chair. You need this for yourself to actually command the vehicle, and you can get little cool upgrades like this thing shows you enemies on the map. You can counter that too with jammers you can get later on. There's this thing for vehicles that flip over a lot, and you will see that when you first join this game. A lot of vehicles will tip over. They'll get knocked down a mountain, or a flying vehicle will be out of control. You need these things to kind of flip yourselves upright. And then your cosmetic items, you need to go to the Cube Depot to buy more parts, but here you can buy stuff, and this is how the game makes its money. So RoboCraft is developed by Freejam Games. It hit alpha sometime early last year, and it's on Steam right now, and it's blowing up in popularity. Just crossed 1 million active users, and I can totally see why. Zero entrance fee to play it. How the game makes money is obviously buying the cosmetic items, but with the money you buy these things called, I think they're called something credits, and with the credits you can buy any piece in the game. So if I go back to the normal parts, you can buy them with GC or the regular Robo Points, and the Robo Points you earn just from playing the game. So you can't unlock all these blocks just by playing it, and then you can go to the tech tree and you can see what I was talking about earlier. So by playing matches and doing well, damaging and killing enemies, capturing bases and winnings, you earn tech points for whatever tier you're playing in. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to be using tier 1 vehicles. So with that, you earn tier 1 points, and that would show you like a little yellow star with a 1 in it, and then you can unlock all the tier 1 stuff. So I've already unlocked all of those, and now, so when I start playing tier 2, I'll earn tier 2 tech points and can start unlocking the stuff like a tier 3 armor prism. And then once I get all that, you can go on and on and on. And there's, as you can see when I zoom out, there are a lot of upgrades in this game. And like I said, I just unlocked the first level of the hover blade, but there are way better ones. You got to see the big jet engines over here. You got the wings and the helium blocks to make you float. So I've seen some pretty innovative vehicles where someone built like a helium powered tower with one hover blade, and it flew to the top of the map with one big sniper weapon. I think if I go over here, I can't seem to move over, but I think he had one of these guns. Like there's these big plasma guns which people use to bomb with their hover vehicles, but there are also these big sniper weapons like the rail cannons that people like to shoot from afar. So lots of stuff to do. So you start off with a garage with 3 bays. You can also pay real money to get more bays. So it's just like War Thunder or even Mech Warrior Online, where in the bottom you have like your hotbar slots of mech bays or whatever, and you have to buy more with real money. So I'll show you these two. I just put my first hover vehicle, so I will show you that before I end the video because it's a lot of fun. It's very different. This was my first vehicle. I've been continuously upgrading it. It usually has more guns, but I took them off so we can put them on this vehicle we're just going to make. So yeah, the steering wheels are up here, protected by armor. This gold armor is tier 3. So this is definitely a heavier weapon thing. And these gun turrets with the yellow little fin in the back with the symbol, that's a tier 2 gun. But for this video, we're going to start off by making a tier 1 very basic vehicle. So first, all you got to do is place some blocks in the map. Get rid of that first block. I want to start my frame sort of off the ground a little bit so I can put some wheels on it. So you can build literally whatever shape you want. Oops, didn't want to do that. You can go shift to go down, spacebar to go up. Same thing with what you're flying. So I can get some wheels, movement. We want steering wheels, put these in the front. Just like that. So we're starting to build our frame. And people build all sorts of crazy objects. They put like a brick around their wheels. I've seen people build these like bubbles. People try to build mobile towers to defend their bases and stuff. A lot of very innovative designs. Part of building it is learning how to balance your vehicles. Like I said, flipping will be a big issue. So these basic light blocks, these white ones, are like the very, very basic free block. But if you notice like your front heavy or back heavy or something, you can balance it out with these heavier chassis cubes. So it's not a bad idea to build like a frame out of these things. Oops. You just right click to get rid of the blocks, left click to place them. It's super simple. These basic tier 1 blocks, I'm pressing Q to bring up this, you can start off with a whole bunch of them, but as you can see, this one is free. The very basic stuff I think is free. You get free tires. If you go to hardware, the basic front-mounted gun is free. So again, you can play this and have a lot of fun in tier 1 and unlock a bunch of stuff, never having to pay a coin. Just if you want to get through the stuff quicker, or you want to expand your amount of bays and stuff like that and really customize your vehicles, then you can pay. But I haven't paid anything, and I've been very successful. I usually get, I don't want to jinx it here for this video, but I usually get a couple of kills every round, which is always good. And I managed to very quickly get to tier 2. I'm almost at tier 3. So put some movement, put some basic wheels in the back. There we go. So we got our little basic frame. What we can do is put the driver down and build around him. So you need the pallet. Put him right there. Don't have any armored blocks. I have 1 armored cube, so I'll put this right in front of me just for fun. But yeah, shouldn't really matter. Whoops. So when you're placing blocks, like you get these weird shapes. Like, hold on, you got these angular shapes put on corners. Same with these and like your angles. If you want to rotate it, and the same thing when you're placing turrets later on, you just press R, or you can scroll on your mouse wheel, just like that. Well, I can't seem to do anything with that. Just gonna build around it like this. And then what I'll do next is I'll put some glass up. But first things first, we want to put some little bits on it. You can put these little special things, these headlamps, just for fun. Don't really do anything, but nice little headlights in the front. So you can also put down glass, and I don't know for sure, but I think putting down glass may help with your aiming. I'm not entirely sure how that works, to be honest. Actually, what I should do is this. So you can make it, as you can imagine, there are some creative people out there who've made some just amazing, amazing designs. Just with these basic shapes. So I don't need to spend too much time on this, but I'll throw that up just for fun so you can see. We'll put... So, now that we have that, we want to put some guns on this thing. So what I should be doing actually is something like this. We'll see what I mean in a sec. The turrets that rotate are super important. Alright, put some basic blocks here, just like that. And... and as you put more blocks on it and stuff like that, you'll see in the very bottom there's a bar that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like a hot bar, but it's really not. So from the bottom left where it says tier, you can see that the first section, number 1, is almost halfway there. So that is your constraint to what you can build on your vehicle up until you reach tier 2. So to optimize your build, you want to get that as close to the end as possible without going over to stay in your tier. And adding weapons and cool things like advanced wheels and higher tier stuff will push you over the edge. So for example, you can get away with putting a tier 4 weapon on your vehicle, but you might not be able to fit any other weapon or many blocks on it. So that's the balance. Whereas right now I could fit a ton of like tier 1 mounted guns. No big deal. Some of these forward. Put some heavier blocks in the back, and right now I'm looking pretty front heavy. So chassis, I keep forgetting all the controls. Some some heavier blocks back here. Not that important. There you go. So sort of building a rover there. And so we got 4 little guns on it. You could probably have a tower in the back just for fun. Now this is not an efficient building design. A lot of people try to build tall towers, but it hurts your balance. Also, these weapons that stick off, like this isn't the best design because these weapons that stick off can easily be shot down. Yeah, so I'm just not really being smart about this whole thing here, but whatever. Just to show you. Whoops, don't have any of those. I'm pressing R to rotate them. I want to put them all facing forward. Oh, looks like I'm out of those, so I can put some front-mounted ones just for fun. Alright, so that's enough for now. It's kind of a ridiculous looking vehicle and it can easily be taken down, but whatever, we'll go with it. It's part of the fun. So here, when you're ready, press tab or you can press B just to enter the battle. You can test your vehicle designs by going to practice mode and you'll see like enemy bots going around, but you don't earn any experience or points for playing that way. So we'll jump right into the battle and you'll see how this works. So right away you can see the screen is very similar to World of Tanks, World of Warplanes, where it's loading up all people of a similar tier. Occasionally you'll find a few tier 2 guys sneak in. One time there was a tier 4 guy snuck into our game, but to make up for it we had like a bunch, quite a few less players overall. So scanning around the map, see some of the designs. The controls are very, very, very simple. You just press WASD to move. That's all there is to it. You can see my 3 high-powered headlamps. This guy's just covered in turrets. Literally just a box. You can see all the fun different designs. I don't know if there's a button to turn off the headlights. Maybe there is. You can see the turrets move with my mouse. The more guns you have, the faster you fire. You can shoot behind you, up. So that's why these fully mobile turrets are the best, because they can go everywhere. Having guns mounted up top, give them the most range. Or in the case of a flying vehicle, having them mounted at the very bottom of the vehicle will help them shoot everywhere as well. And I'll show you that in the next round. These guys are all just piling up. This guy's got a little rover, speedy looking thing. Not much armor on it. This guy's got a little tiny armored thing. So one powerful gun on that. So look, see that big powerful plasma cannon? That's a way higher tier weapon. Oh no. This guy just flipped me over. Okay, good. I'm fine. Oof. I was talking about the bad design. They're already fighting over here. Whoops. Oh man. He's crashed into me. This guy's got like a skirted design here with the tier 1 or tier 2 armor blocks. Right click to zoom in. There are railguns and stuff like that which really zoom in a lot. And if you look in the top left and the top right, it shows you how many players are alive and dead and how many kills they got. So in the top left, you see that Rourke in our team has 4 kills already, and we've lost a couple of players, I think, and then their team has lost half their team already. And you can win in 2 ways: by either destroying all the enemies, and once you die, you're out for the round, or by capping their base. So again, very similar to your typical free-to-play battle arena style games, like your World of Tanks and your Mech Warriors. And the bars in the top left and right, you can see the blue bar that's filling up. That's them capping our base, and the top right, the red bar, is us capping theirs. So, fancy pants, get in here and help cap. Please. Ran away. I think we're going a little faster than them, maybe, because we have 4 vehicles in here. But can we beat them? It's so close. I think we're going to beat them. Ah, we did it. Simply by having... They probably had 3 vehicles in our base, but we had 4s in theirs, so... There we go. So the matches go by very quickly, which is always nice. And then you can see I didn't really get much RP, but first win of the day, extra tier 1 tokens. Now, because I've already unlocked all the tier 1 stuff, there's another payment model there somewhere. So if I go to, I think, the tech tree, it shows I have 77 extra tier 1 points, and I can't do anything with them. So by spending these GC credits, which is what you need to buy with premium currency, you can actually convert them. Again, just like the other games I was mentioning earlier, you can convert them to these basically experience that you can spend on any tier, and that way I could spend it on tier 2 stuff. So there you go. That's a quick example. I'll take some of these weapons back off. This design was kind of ridiculous. I'll fix it later. Yeah, okay, so we'll leave this. You can go to the garage to switch between your vehicles, and you can name them. We'll just call this one Testing. Press enter to save. This vehicle is beastie. I'm not going to show you him because we just saw a regular ground vehicle match, but he's got heavier weapons and wheels and stuff. I'm going to show you the flying guy built very quickly. So I did get enough money after the fact to buy 4 of these little hover blades, but I've already built this design based on 3, so I'm not going to change him. Like I was telling you earlier, you can sneak on a few higher tier stuff. So as you can see, I have some tier 3 armored blocks, these gold ones. Just a few of them in key spots where I tend to get hit. I want to add some to the sides here where I keep getting shot, just to protect my engines. Because if I lose one of these 3 engines, it's game over for me. I'll just crash. And then all 4 of these guns turrets are tier 2 as well. Here, I'll load this robot. And you can see he's kind of getting close in the bottom left there to being tier 2, but he's not quite yet. I also added this little radar to show me enemies on the map nearby, and this thing will help me flip over if I get into trouble. And as you can see, these darker gray blocks all over the bottom, those are the heavier blocks I was showing you earlier. Those are to keep me weighed down and that kind of centered, just to keep the, think of a gyro, right? I want to keep center balance so I don't lose control. Because you'll see right away, this is not the easiest vehicle to control. So, without further ado, we'll jump in and test this guy out. So my strategy so far with the flying guy is not to run like headfirst into battle, because flying vehicles are pretty, relatively easy to take out. And I can't fly very high because these are only tier 1 hover blades, but I can hover around. So the best role I can take is supporting my guy. So whatever group forms up, usually you'll see your team split off into 2 or 3 groups. Just follow the biggest pack and stay behind them. And as soon as they enter the battle, you can kind of push forward and help steal some kills, because the way the guns are placed in the bottom of this thing, I have a lot of mobility shooting around. So, shift goes down, spacebar goes up. I can spam it to kind of nod my head to other players. And I can spin really, really fast. So, yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to. But my turrets can shoot in every direction. So, here we can see a large group on the map. Mini map in the bottom right there. Everyone seems to be pushing this direction. It's a funny design. Looks like a moving pyramid. Little prism over there. And this guy's got 3 towers. Oh, man. You see some really hilarious designs. And once you get to tier 2 or 3, you start to see some very, very impressive designs. Oh, here we go. First target. Purposely staying here to kind of use this thing to protect me. Oh, this guy's moving up. Alright, he's dead. Ah, I got the kill. Right, me. Zoom in a little bit. Oh, this guy's got a lot of gun turrets. No, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh, he's just the wheel. The guy. Oh, I got that kill too, alright. So as you can see, they've already taken off a few blocks and damaged the front 2 around my engine. So if I take a critical hit, one of those 2 front corners, I'm going to be grounded. This guy's kind of taking pot shots with a powerful gun up there. There you go, hit him once. Might be up to me to take him out. Looks like he's hovering around there. It's like a flying cannon. If he hits me though, it's game over. Oh, he got me 1 hit. Wow, this is the guy killing me. Look at this. Oh, just 1 square hover block with the pilot seat. It's a little more traditional design. Wow, look at this guy. Completely surrounded in blocks to protect his wheels. Lots of gun turrets. Oh, we have one of these guys too. Those are funny. What else we got? Another block. This guy's missing some wheels. So it gets really funny towards the end of a match when you have this crazy thing. When you have all these half-built, half-destroyed vehicles running around, missing wheels and missing guns, and trying to control their vehicle. Alright, we win again. Good job, team. GG. So I got a pair of kills here, so at least I'm gonna earn some RP. Alright, 321. As you play higher tiers and are damaging higher tier vehicles, you earn a lot more RP, but it also obviously costs you a lot more RP to repair your vehicle. So that's another part of the game after every match. See, that only costs 53, and this is like a pretty small tier 1 vehicle, so you can imagine the costs skyrocket later on. But that does give me enough money to buy a couple of these bad boys. Whoops, Cube Depot. Right. So, I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to cover my engines and the front engines. That's where I took the most damage with these gold blocks to protect me. But anyways, that's a quick look at RoboCraft, completely free on Steam to try out. You can play it with a party of up to 3 players, and if you want to add a 4th, I think one of the 4 players is going to have a premium account. But still, if you have 2 friends you want to play this with, totally worth checking out. So I'm going to see if I can get some of the other Game Rant guys on and maybe try a co-op party video. But this is a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. Please click the like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.